This is more of a you thing because you're kind of a guy. Farting, burping, scratching your crotch.
Oh my God, I'm marrying scratching my crotch.
Okay.
I don't really scratch. I kind of fondle. It's
Fondle.
never itchy.
Like a little tug.
I hear people say like, "Oh, that guy's always scratching his balls." My balls start if they're scratchy, he's doing something.
Oh, you just kind of like you put your hand down there, like, oh, these are balls.
Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Get dumb and have some fun.
Welcome to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where I, comedian Joe Kilgallon, and comedian Jonah Jurkens like to ask dumb questions, tell dumb stories, make dumb listen, just have a dumb old time with you. Jonah, how are you, my friend?
I'm good.
You're good, man?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude. You think every time on the podcast, people think like, oh, I just lost the feed?
Yeah, I hate that when podcasts do that, honestly. I don't know why I just did that. But like, where I'm like walking and I'm like, what, did my earphones go out? What's going on here? It's very frustrating.
It just happened again. We want to start with some gratitude. Thank you to all the listeners, the YouTube subscribers, TikTok, Instagram. We love you and we thank you for your support. Producer Austin, how are you?
I'm good.
That's great. Producer Austin actually has some fun YouTube stuff he's going to get to a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I want to lead off with a question for you, my man.
Yeah? We got a question?
Yeah, I got myself a question for you.
Okay.
I was watching the show Broad City.
Great show.
Great show. If you haven't seen Broad City, listeners, it's on Hulu. It was a Comedy Central show that was freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, the one episode, I'm just going to steal this from the episode that I saw today. Abby asks Alana, if you were to be the third in a celebrity couple, a throuple, what celebrity couple would you choose?
I can
You'd
answer
be the
for
third.
Jonah.
That's
let's have Austin
yeah. What do you think it
answer.
is?
Is Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively?
Yeah, it was up until recent events. Yeah, it was. It 100% was up until recent events, and then also like when Bradley Cooper was with Zeldana. No,
What about Bradley? Well, let me one up you. What about Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
I'm not a fan of Gaga. I do like. You don't like Gaga?
No, I just thought you liked that movie, and you like.
I love the movie. No, don't get me wrong. I love the movie, but I'm not really a huge fan of Gaga. Like, I don't think that she's very talented. I don't find her attractive, but I see why people find her beautiful, right? But just I'm not goo for Gaga. I'm just not.
Gaga. Google for Gaga.
Gaga.
I took a super Gatorade when you said Gaga that first time. Almost did a spit take. But
No,
this
it's
is a lot
following
of
his lead.
electronics down here. No, it was great.
But yeah, I would say it's up until lately, it's like one of those things where it's like, don't meet your heroes. It's kind of like.
Is Blake she's bad, right? She's the bad one in this?
He's also turned into kind of a POS.
That sucks, man, because that Wrexham team is now going to be playing in the championship. So
I saw
they're
that, yeah.
one below the Premier League in the English football table, whatever they call it.
I've been on that Ryan Reynolds tip since Two Guys Are Girl and Pizza Place. Let me tell you that. And then I saw Van Wilder, and I was like, this guy's the next Chevy Chase. That's what I walked out of the movie theater being, that's the next Chevy Chase right there. And I followed his career, and I've seen every one of his movies up until late. And when he like got stuck in the rom-com thing, and then he just like, he kind of did Robert Downey Jr., just did a bunch of like the indies. And he had some really great indie films and kind of worked his way out of it. And I was like, nice. And then he did Deadpool. I'm like, there you go, Reynolds. Nice. Good for you, man. This is why I taped Two Guys, a Girl, and Pizza Place on TiVo. And then I would put that on tape afterwards so I'd have it. And now he's just a fucking little.
What's he doing that's making him?
Oh, sorry. What's that?
What's he doing that's making him?
He's just like kind of like. It's one of those. To me, it's one of those things where it's like he's become too rich, too famous, too powerful, and now it's like he's power hungry.
Like The Rock, but white.
He's like The Rock, but white. He's like the White Rock.
The White Rock.
Yeah.
You got to wear that rock shirt so Austin could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I got him a rock shirt.
Right. It's a girl's extra large.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure it's a girl's extra large. But I could probably fit into it.
Oh, really? Dude, I was worried about the size. Remember I told you
Yeah,
that?
because you're like, this might be a little small for you. And I'm like, that's okay. I wear a medium large, whatever. And then it's an extra large and look kind of small. And I'm like, I think he bought me a women's extra large by accident.
I shouldn't go shopping when I'm high. That was a mistake.
Yeah. But it was the gesture was really nice, and it is a sweet t-shirt. But it also makes, and it could be like you buy a shirt that you inspire to get your body to. Maybe that's one of my shirts. So maybe at the end of the summer.
You fit into it.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. I like the goal
That's
there.
what Jonah did with his jackets. Jonah wears windbreakers, and he gave me mediums, and I didn't really fit in them. But now they fit nicely on me.
Yeah, he looks great in them. Yeah.
You do.
You do.
Very good, man.
Austin,
Joe, I like your new shirt. Is this a new shirt on the podcast?
It's new for the podcast, maybe.
Yeah. I've
Mario,
never seen
man.
it.
Fucking love Mario, dude. It's my guy right there. Mario and Peach. I'm the third in that celebrity couple.
Is that going to be your couple?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right?
Mario Kart with them and stuff.
You know they're probably as tall as your knee.
She's an adult.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, if they're that
you're-
short,
so
I can't
you're-
Eiffel
so you-
Tower with them.
Yeah.
That's all this was for.
That was wrong.
Yeah, but they could like Godzilla you. That's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
They like climb up you and stuff.
I
Climb me
think they're
like a
the
tree.
size of normal people.
Huh?
They're the size of
Mario?
normal people. Toads
Just
are
'cause you're thinking of them
small.
on the TV. But if they, everyone
Yeah.
on the TV is smaller.
Yeah, but if you put the size of them on a television compared to size of, I don't know, Ryan Reynolds on a television, Ryan Reynolds is towering over Mario.
What about Bob Hoskins? Mario.
Yeah, but he didn't even know he was playing Mario. He thought he was playing like a guy named Mario, right?
You're right.
He's dead, right? That guy.
Yeah.
He is?
Give me some celebrity couples.
That
I'm
wasn't
blanking
being
on
silly.
some.
He is?
He's been dead for a long time, Joe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can you look up
Sir.
some celebrity couples for
Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost.
me? Ooh, that's up there.
That
That's
one
a close
seems fun.
That one seems. I like them so much. I don't want to like interrupt their coupleness. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, what would you feel?
What about Mulaney and Olivia Munn?
I love him. Mulaney seems kind of like a dick.
They seem
And-
rough around the edges now.
Yeah, he does. He's very funny. But Olivia Munn, man, big crush on her for a little bit.
Me too. She's got a real exotic look.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no one else that really looks like.
What
Olivia
about
Munn.
Timothy Chalamet and
Ooh.
what's her name?
Kylie Jenner? Right?
Huh? No, he's with Zendaya.
No, that's
No,
Tom
that's
Holland.
Tom Holland, my man.
That's what I'm talking about. Tom
Timothy
Holland and
Chalamet
Zendaya.
is
I'm
with
sorry.
Kylie Jenner.
Yes,
though.
you're right. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm talking about Tom Holland and Zendaya.
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 Zendaya. I don't
Good
know.
Lord.
I don't watch.
It's not like Gaga. Okay, there's
Huh?
no humor.
There's no
unless
Gaga?
her one
Yeah.
name. Yes, Zendaya and Tom Holland. I don't know.
He
if I see
seems so
myself with
fun.
him.
Have you ever
I
seen interviews
like
with him?
I
Yeah.
liked him. He's a good Spider-Man. He's good in interviews, and I like her. People trash her.
Why?
She's rail thin.
She's still too skinny.
Yeah,
But that feels like she's naturally that skinny.
I think she's. Yeah, I don't think she's yakking up her food or anything.
I don't think so.
She's very attractive and also very talented too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, but I don't want to break them up the same way you don't want to break up Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson.
What about Will Smith and Jada?
I mean, I don't want to.
I mean, you like it kind of rough.
I'll tell you what. If Will Smith tried to slap me, I would punch through his head. You know what I mean?
Dude, if you try to slap me, I'd be like, "Can you sign that too?" Like, where my face? And
that would be-
I get the face tattoo. Over
You think
it.
when he's like in his 60s, he'll do that? Like
he's like in
on,
his 60s now?
Is he really?
He's 50 something.
Shit, you're right. But I was thinking about how, like, old retired wrestlers and old boxers, when people take pictures with them, they have to do like the punch
thing?
thing. You think he'll be on that circuit? He'll be doing like a Comic-Con or something like that, and he'll like take pictures with people where he's pretending to slap them.
I don't think his career will ever go that low. I don't think he'll allow it.
He like knows how to remake himself too.
Yeah,
He's got another run in him probably.
he's psychotic about being a movie star. Like, that's how he picks his roles. That's why he's turned down certain roles. That's why he turned down Django.
He's a man.
He also think he wasn't in it enough. I
He's
believe
going to be in The Matrix.
he was gonna be the Matrix. Yeah, that's insane. Can you imagine that reality?
I can't.
Like that separate world?
You know, he's only one of 5 black actors to win Best Actor.
There's only been
That's
5 black
embarrassing.
actors.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah,
That's
I got
embarrassing.
a pub trivia game, and that stat blew my mind. I named them all, but I was like, that's insane that there's only
Who's 5? It's Will Smith.
Will Smith,
It's
Denzel.
Chris Rock.
Not Chris Rock.
Is it Dwayne? That Rock?
No,
I
hell
think
no.
The Rock won that.
No, I don't think any of them won that.
Go ahead, Joe. You
All
got
right, I'm gonna see if I can get the 5.
it. Okay, you got it.
Denzel Washington.
Yes.
This is main actor.
Will Smith.
Yes.
For Best Actor, yeah.
Not Best Supporting. Best Actor.
I like that you struggled on Will Smith
Sidney
when he
Poitier.
said this is
Yeah,
the
that's the first one.
Sidney
That's the
Poitier,
first one.
Yeah.
Very good. 2 more.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, correct. That's the one I missed.
All right, there's
for Ray. He won for Ray. But he also won for Collateral the same year, didn't he? Or he got nominated for
Got
Collateral the same
nominated
year.
for best.
Supporting.
Did he? No,
Yeah,
it's
he
a
was in
lead
both
role.
categories the same year, I think.
Oh, I know. For that King of Scotland movie.
Yep. You got it. Come on, Joe.
Hold on. Damn it. Why am I blanking?
Here,
on his
it
name?
rhymes with Hit a Girl. Kind of.
It does actually.
Does, yeah.
Think of Star Wars.
Hey, what's through the tree? You can't see the what through the trees?
Oh, Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, Joe got that. That was
the help.
great.
You're welcome.
Joe would have nailed that trivia.
I love that. Let's do some more trivia. Let's just play trivia. Is this fun for people
Yeah,
on
let's
YouTube
bring-
to watch 2 guys play
I
trivia?
literally for Easter got pub trivia, and it's like real pub trivia. It's
Yeah.
like 100 questions. So I should bring a card, and you guys just try to guess them all.
Yeah, let's do that. I always wanted, like, I'm great at like pop culture, and then I've been watching Pop Culture Jeopardy, and guess what? I'm not good at pop culture at all. I thought I was.
Really?
Holy crap! Yeah.
There's always something you realize
like,
about yourself that's like, oh, maybe I'm not good at that.
what's the thing you thought you were like? I'm very smart at this, and then you talk to somebody who actually is, and you're like, I just know the kind of the outskirts.
Two things stick out to me.
What's that?
One's not about knowledge. One's about an ability. Up until I was 22,
The ability to love
23
somebody?
No, I've got that. Up until the age of 23, Jonah. Up until the age of 23, I thought I was like a really good singer. Not like really good, but like
You thought you were a good singer?
Yes, and I would do karaoke. I would.
Your head is so far up your ass.
Dude,
it is
I didn't
adorable.
know I was bad. And then someone told me like, "Oh, dude, you're a horrible singer." You know that, right? And I'm like, "No." Like, I didn't think I was good, but I thought
Right.
like I was karaoke good.
Are you still in your head? Do you still think like, if I have the right song?
For the right song, I can sing actually.
I
Everybody
think that
has
too, but I know
the
that I
right
can't.
song.
I think I do, but no.
Because I've done it a couple times, and people
have-
are like, "That's your song for karaoke from now on."
Is it
Remember-
just
yeah.
like the speaking part of a song?
It's
Just Oasis.
It's Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
I could do that one. Yeah.
Really? Austin, play the track. What if we had it all set up? We already knew.
Yeah, when Billy Joel came out.
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Mitchell, Joe DiMaggio. That's actually the second.
Can I tell you something?
What?
You are not good at
Where's
that.
your Nick?
You're good at knowing the lyrics,
Yeah.
and those are hard
Well, I gotta
lyrics
hear
to
the.
know.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna do that, but that edibles really kicked in nice.
Right.
What the other ability or the other thing that I thought I was I thought I was like I remember I thought I was a movie buff. I'm like, oh, I watch
Yeah.
movies, I love movies, and then I started doing stand up, and then I talked to people who were actual movie buffs, and I'm like, oh, I don't know anything. Because
Yeah.
what I noticed is like they were like, oh, you know who is a good cinematographer? This guy. Oh, dude, his work on this movie, and there's I'm like, you guys actually watch a movie and then want to know who the fuck the cinematographer was?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I just watch the movie and go, that was good. And then
Yeah.
I can go on with my life.
Yeah.
You know, but these people are fucking crazy, man.
Uh-huh.
Right? They know, like, they're like, oh, do you know who the assistant was to fucking Morgan Freeman on Bruce Almighty? Like, no. It's like, you don't know shit about movies. What's going on? Why are you laughing so hard? Why is he giggling, Austin?
Because you're sitting there. You started with Austin's going to have to talk to us about our podcast. And so far, you've done the thing that we're not supposed to do so much just in that sentence.
Swearing a lot?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I forgot.
adorable.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
It was, I could almost hear it hit Austin in the face every time, being like, could you please stop doing that? And I did it once already, and I was like, whoopsie daisies.
I didn't even notice Joe was doing it. It's
This is,
become
it's so,
natural.
yeah. I think that's the problem too, is I don't realize how much do you realize how much you swear?
Oh, yeah, dude.
When do you realize it?
Well,
When you're meeting somebody new?
no, because I don't swear around, like, I'm situational swearer.
Okay.
I'm very good about
I'm not anymore. I used to be, but now I'm just kind of like willy-nilly with it all. I
Yeah.
gotta be careful with it.
No, I've got children, so I got to watch my mouth. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, we just to include the listeners in because I don't think we even told them. You know, there's a lot going on with these
YouTube.
wonderful platforms. YouTube, we love you, YouTube, but they don't want you saying certain things because it hurts their advertisements. And so Austin did a lot of research on podcasts that are doing very well for themselves, and they swear about 80% less than we do. So we thought we could at least cut
And
it
they
in
swear
half.
a lot.
Yeah. But we are just next level.
Let's
with it.
not do that into the microphone.
Why?
Burp into the microphone?
It's not like it's a pillow.
Huh?
Do you sleep on it? Is this a pillow for you?
Do you burp on your pillow?
Yeah, of course I burp.
You burp in your pillow.
Austin, you burp in your pillow, right?
Oh, no.
You guys don't burp in your pillow?
So
Like,
if you're
sleeping, right?
if you're sleeping on your
you gotta
back,
burp. You stand up and burp away, or do you just burp?
I burp like
It's not like I'm
away
going right
from the
into
pillow.
the pillowcase. I burp into the pillowcase.
How
That way
much
it
are
gets
you
some air.
burping in bed? What the
Yeah, how often you burp?
what the
Who
hell's
burps
that
in bed? I
about?
can't remember the last time I burped in bed. Farted.
I drink a lot of carbonated beverages right before night time.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, knock that off, Joe.
probably. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But so we're gonna cut back on swearing. That's the end of that story.
But I think it opened up a whole new story. Let's talk about all the things that you do in your bed, other than the F word.
What about the J-O
J
word?
word, yeah.
I don't want to know about that one.
Doing this alone, no advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
Blur the whole thing if you could.
You burp in your pillow.
I don't really burp into my pillow. I'm just
Do you,
saying.
when
like,
you get mad, do you
Harris.
scream into your pillow? I bet you do.
No,
I bet you have. How many times have you screamed into yours?
I have before, but I don't. Dude, I haven't gotten mad in 56 days, my friend.
You haven't gotten mad at all. That's a lie.
Not mad to the point of yelling or rage.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, you haven't.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean. Of course, you
okay.
get mad. Everyone has mad moments, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it'd be weird if get mad.
When
Stub
you
my toe, I'm
when
gonna
you
be
would get
mad.
in rage moments, like if at home, would you like honestly? I don't mean this in a way where I'm gonna set you up for a joke or anything. Like, would you scream into the pillow and stuff?
I no, not as part of my regular thing, but I know I know I've done that before. I've
You
screamed
have?
into my glove when I was a pitcher. If you get a bad call from the ump, you just want to swear into your glove.
Do you have video of you?
No, dude, there's no video. We didn't. I came right before everyone filming shit.
Oh no.
That's age
Stuff.
myself.
Yeah.
Filming stuff.
Yeah.
I was in high school in the early 2000s, so
I would love to
it was
have
only until,
like
2010 people started filming everything. Yeah, me too. I would love it.
it would be great to have like Kilgallon meltdown throughout the years and just have like the Wonder Years song play while you're a little kid having a meltdown and then you're a little older having a meltdown and you have it where it morphs in, like, that whole AI thing now where it morphs in throughout the ages, but it's you breaking things. So at first it's just like a little plastic bat and then all of a sudden you're breaking like a metal driver. Those are hard to break.
Totally.
Uh-huh.
I've never broken a metal driver before. I've broken my golf bag once. I put a
Did
rip
you
in
really?
it because I hit my golf club to it. I like how all the meltdowns throughout the years. There's a meltdown. I average a meltdown once every 4 years. So
That's
there's
what I
been
mean. I
about
don't mean
10
it's
in
not
my
like-
lifetime.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but they're memorable. When you melt down, people don't forget it. I mean, it's a topic of conversation, and I'm happy to bring entertainment to people who need it so desperately. You know what I mean? Austin, though, discovered something on our YouTube, our rapidly growing YouTube channel, which is true.
This was actually on TikTok.
Oh, it's on TikTok.
So that's why I was like, I
TikTok's
don't-
getting some numbers too, baby. We're coming up on that TikTok.
Yeah, we
Thank you,
just
China.
we just posted the video
Tariff
of the
TikTok. I'll be mad.
you guys ranked the top hottest MCU people last week, and that's doing really well numbers wise and comments wise. So hopefully on YouTube that translates. But on TikTok, I think like 3 weeks ago now, we posted a clip about ketchup, about how Joe doesn't like homemade ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a comment that says, "When I say it has to be Heinz, I mean it." And it was from the official Heinz account
Oh,
on
Whoa.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Commented on the video.
send us some stuff, my
I
guy.
didn't know that. That's great news.
Sorry, yeah,
Listen.
I saw that like passively. I was just scrolling through the comments. I didn't even get a notification.
Did you imagine? Let's be sponsored by Heinz.
I would love
That would be insane.
We could have a little
That's
segment.
like-
We could have a segment where Joe and I catch up from last week.
Oh,
on.
dude, that's
What are we
genius.
doing? Yeah, what are we doing?
Well, let's
Yeah.
contact them.
right, and we could do like the end of the end of the minute could be the 47th minute
Yeah.
because the 47 you got to hit.
57.
Yeah.
I mean,
God.
57,
And we blew it. And we blew it.
and we blew it.
Yeah.
I'm serious
57?
with this, though. That ketchup idea is great. We should
Yeah.
approach them. We'll tell them, hey, we're
This is the Heinz ketchup.
we are a rapidly
time.
growing podcast.
Yeah.
We'll start off small. Just give us a bunch of free gear, ketchup.
Just give me some packets.
Give me some packets.
Give me some packets.
And then as we're improving and you're improving and our numbers grow, then we'll start talking about some real coin.
Oh, hey, hack.
We'll do a tour.
Ketchup hack. I'm telling you, this will change your life. Someone showed me this in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to pass it down to you right now. What you want to do is you don't want to rip the packet. It all comes out. You don't get any control over it. What you do is you fold it and you bite the middle, just a tiny little hole, and you basically have a little squirt gun of ketchup that you can perfectly put in your bun. I'm telling you, it is the best thing ever.
You hear that, Heinz?
Yeah.
Second
You can do that with ketchup.
Do that
You can
as
do that
a-
with mustard. You can do it with barbecue sauce.
All Heinz products only.
Mm-hmm. Now you're being a little desperate, Joe.
You know it's crazy. Can't say it. Actually, never mind.
What's crazy?
Someone near and dear to me has a Heinz ketchup bottle tattoo.
Wow.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Should we play a guessing game?
No,
I think I know who it is.
you might. All right. So that's wonderful news. Any other fun comments on that one?
No. I mean, yeah, that one got a lot of comments, but that was a very significant comment.
That's
A lot-
amazing.
If you want something topical, I can give you some comments from literally this video I posted 2 hours ago that already has 30 comments and people are very mad.
30 comments in 2 hours. Oh, is it the MCU one?
Yeah, people were very upset Marissa Tomei was not number one.
Come on, fellas. Like, look, Marissa Tomei is amazing, but this isn't my cousin Vinny Marissa Tomei, right?
I don't know. She looks pretty good.
She looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. She's a fantastically beautiful woman and an Oscar winner. But I can't have her above Scarlett Johansson.
One's the hottest she's ever looked. Marissa Tomei. Movie guy. In the bedroom? Next doll?
What about
Pretty
wasn't she
hot.
wasn't she in a movie with Nick Cage where she's looks really really good?
Are you thinking about Elizabeth Shue?
Leaving Las Vegas? No, I'm not thinking of that one because they look nothing alike. So I don't. You could have named a lot of Nick Cage movies and thought I was thinking of those instead of that one. To be honest,
For some reason, I just assumed that you thought the hottest that somebody looked was the sluttiest, and I'm like, who's the sluttiest girl?
that's not.
That's kind of where that's where.
not
If you
fair.
want to know where my brain went, that's why I went to her.
Well, yeah, someone commented, no sane, this is the most liked comment, no sane person puts Brie Larson above Marissa Tomei.
Do they not understand that we got stuck though?
No, I put that in there.
It's blind rankings. You know what I mean?
Well, they weren't calling you guys. I think they were just saying in general. Like, that was misfortunate. A lot of people were really wanting Karen Gillan, if you know her.
Yeah, dude, she's
Good,
great.
yeah.
She's but she doesn't look like herself in it because she's all make-upped up.
Yeah, we already had Gamora. We didn't need another alien person.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. She
Jonah
plays
doesn't know who
Nebula.
this is. Jonah, this is the girl from the new Jumanji movies. She's the girl in the Jumanji movies.
The red-haired girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was sitting on my keys, everyone. I was hurting my buttocks.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great in the Jumanji movies. Great movie.
Yeah, I like her.
Mm-hmm.
We also missed Haley Atwell.
Scottish actress, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we missed Amelia Clark also.
Oh, that's right, because she's in the TV series.
Yeah.
She's a looker, and she's got just a bubbly personality, too. I love watching interviews with her, just smiling and laughing. What's the one before that we missed?
Haley Atwell.
Yeah, dude. She in the Captain America movies. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Jonah is very lost.
The best
movie
thing
buff
anyone's
guy.
ever done.
Lost. A lot of questions about ScarJo, but then some comments fired back. It was the obvious choice. That's why they didn't include him. So I was like, okay. So people understood that Scarlett Joe would be first.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Who was our number one?
Who's
Elizabeth
okay?
Olsen.
How about this?
Zendaya.
Well, one's the hottest?
Zendaya, that's right.
Maybe Austin and I did this in our podcast, but one's the hottest Scarlett Johansson's ever looked?
You ever see Don Juan or Don John?
John.
Okay.
I thought she was great in that one.
Okay.
But I think I still have to go with Iron Man 2. That hallway
Ooh.
scene. Oh man, I know you're gonna say Home Alone 3, Jonah, which is wrong of you.
No. Home Alone 3? There's a movie before that. She looks even hotter. Let me
come
tell you
on,
that.
man. Come on, let's stop it.
No, the answer is The Island. Everybody knows that.
I've never seen The Island, but is that the hottest?
That's the hottest she's ever looked. That's the hottest Ewan McGregor's ever looked too. That's a double peak hotness on two different actors on a shitty movie. It's weird how a shitty movie sometimes gets a crappy movie gets like two of the hottest an actor's ever looked.
That's crazy too, because they are very far apart in age, I'd imagine.
They're a little bit far apart. Yeah,
Because they're probably not that
She's
far.
like 45 or something.
he's like in his 50s now, isn't he?
That's not that far.
True.
Yeah, I guess in Hollywood, you could have 10 years apart all the time.
He's like married to some girl 20 years younger than him. Mary Elizabeth Winston.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds familiar. What has she been in?
God.
Hey, what's
Whatever.
our whole
Whatever.
thoughts on this whole Dick Van Dyke thing?
What's going on with Dick Van Dyke?
He's a 99-year-old that's dating like a 65-year-old, something close
Did we
to that.
talk about that on the podcast
I
already?
don't think we did. I'm pretty
No?
sure we didn't. What's our thoughts on
Sorry.
that? Because 65, you're a woman and you
So
can make your own
I got to
decisions.
recap. I want to let this process. Dick Van Dyke is 99 years old and he's dating a what?
65-year-old? Can you double check this,
Wow, so
Austin?
that's
No, that's
34
right.
years apart in age. I think once you get past a certain number, who cares?
Yeah. But it just doesn't seem right. I mean, he's full of life still.
Oh, I'm sorry. His wife's 53.
53. Oh, even worse.
She's 53,
Sorry, it got
Dick Van
worse.
Dyke?
Okay. I'm sorry. It's worse.
Well, I mean,
That's how much my brain didn't want to
40
comprehend.
A 46-year age gap. That's older than both of you.
I know.
Yeah.
A lot older.
You didn't have to say that like that.
I mean,
though.
it's just a year over Jonah's, but I mean, it's
No, it's
still
not.
over.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Maybe not.
Fix your microfiber.
All right,
you
so
old
46 years apart. Yeah, that's pretty crazy because look, they're both adults. At what
Yeah.
point do you let adults decide for something? I understand
Here's the thing: is anything happens to her, it's gonna be another Gene Hackman problem.
I know.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
The age gap had nothing to do with their.
Well, he's not going to live much
What are you
longer.
talking? No, that's the point. That's the point that she's helping him so much, like Gene Hackman's wife. That if Gene Hackman, let's say, for some reason, Dick Van Dyke's wife dies because a
slips in the
raccoon
bathtub.
pooped in the room. I don't know. Whatever. That's how Gene Hackman's wife died. Yeah.
She ate raccoon shit. poop.
I think next episode we should have like a little swear jar.
Yeah.
We should have
Ooh,
a
we should have
count,
a swear jar.
a ticker in the corner.
Yeah, yeah. That
Can we bring in an intern for that
what?
to keep count during the podcast how many times we swear?
I can have like a little room clicker.
I understand.
Like a
man, but
bell. Like a little bell.
Yeah, I'll have a little bell right by my mic.
Why
That'd be
is
kinda
it when
funny.
I suggest an intern, which makes your life easier, you respond by being like,
Who's gonna do that and how
It's
they're
way
gonna get
hard.
paid?
That's what I love the idea that interns are supposed to make things easier when they actually add work to at least another person.
They're gonna knock over a camera, do something.
I've already dealt with that before.
"Be a free internship." Okay,
Okay.
you don't pay these people.
Well,
They do.
I'm more
they
on
get-
Austin.
Being our presence is their reward.
I know, but then someone has to.
Now, I'm kidding. I
train
don't like
them.
unpaid internships. People should be paid for working hard. But if they're counting and we give them a couple free, cans of beer, then
Right.
the expired stuff, it's way, way up.
Yeah.
But
No, I'll bring a bell.
a good deal.
I like the idea of a little bell. No, you don't like the bell?
No, the bell's fine. Whatever. I trust you.
So there's a.
Hey, I trust you.
Thank you.
So what's the age difference again? The Dick Van Dyke.
46.
46 years.
46. Could you imagine if your 16-year-old daughter is like, hey, I have a new boyfriend. I love him. He's 52. Oh
my God.
And then brings him to prom. I love this man. This guy's
That's
great.
straight pedophilia, though.
Right.
Well, in some
You know what I
states.
mean?
Well, yeah. Okay.
Well,
Let's
because
fine.
the human brain isn't fully developed till 25.
Fine.
So
Your
I think
25-year-old
anyone under
daughter.
that, under
Fine.
that 25 and 52, that'd be horrible. Here's my fun scenario for you, though. It's kind of fun in a way, or funny maybe, perhaps. We'll see. So Dick Van Dyke's 99, right? He doesn't have much time left, statistically speaking, even though he's pretty good for 99. Say he gets to 104. She's 52. She'll be 56. She'll be 56 and have a crap load of money, right? And then she could go, wouldn't it be hilarious if then she started dating a 21-year-old? Right?
Buddy.
And then you balance out the ages, 99 and 21, someone her own age, basically.
You think he's got a lot of money?
Dick Van Dyke?
That's Dick Van Dyke. That's back when he was getting paid like 2 nickels in a goat for every. That's back in like the flipping 40s.
He's getting paid Hershey Kisses.
Yeah, he's getting
oil.
he's getting paid Butterfingers and ribbons.
Yeah, and
Like,
railroad
nobody's-
track. Like,
right?
rail bond.
Yeah,
Bus token.
yeah.
Stoke.
Yeah, back then it was just like, oh, we got your rent for a year. That's what like the difference. That's good Dick Van Dyke money back then.
Well,
You think Matlock?
Austin, why don't you Google Dick Van
doing it
Dyke's
right
net worth?
Okay, take a guess. I got it.
Okay, okay. I was being sarcastic before, but I think it's 40 million.
Okay,
Is it more?
Joe.
I'm going to say 35 million.
It's higher.
$50 million.
He should be a lot richer. Like that's Dick Van. That's America's sweetheart.
But he hasn't like done like proper work.
But
in
you guys forget
40 years.
the TV show, The Dick Van Dyke Show,
He was
ran
on-
for a long time. How many episodes did Dick Van Dyke Show do? You know how much residual money? Also, I think he was
That's
one
before
of the,
residuals were a thing.
No, I don't think it was.
That's back when studios owned everything.
Even if it was, eventually when residuals became a thing, it would have factored in because that show was shot in the 50s and they're still
Right, so he had no
rerunning it
contract.
today.
You know who made that money? The big business.
Well, then how did he get his
business.
$50 million then, Jonah? Where did the $50 million come from? Mary Poppins?
I
That
tell you
was
right
even
now,
earlier.
that's Matlock money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, he wasn't
some-
Matlock.
Perry Mason.
No, he wasn't that either. He was no, I know what it is. It was a medical show. He was
He's in 2. He was a lawyer in 1, and then I think he had the medical show after.
Matlock is Andy Griffith.
Is it?
Andy Griffith show. You know they whistle?
Yeah.
They can whistle. God, what was the name of the show he was in? It was a cool medical name, I think.
The best thing about this is no one right now is listening and yelling at us because
They don't know what we're talking
They don't know what we're talking
about. I
about
know.
either.
Dick Van Dyke owns an $8 million home in Malibu.
I mean,
That's
Jane
insane.
Harris-
$8 million
Harrison
now.
alone is set.
That's back when back when you could buy it for a pack of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, you could take 2 sugar caps.
Yeah.
And a dead horse.
Yeah. All you need is 2 compliments and a handshake, and you got yourself a house back then. That's all you got. You know that. That's back then.
Oh, that's Night at the Museum. Dick Tracy, Curious George. He's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Bye Bye Birdie. He's in Bye Bye Birdie.
Diagnosis Murder ran from 93
Right.
to 2001. That was the big show. But look at this. Look at these shows
93 to
he had, man.
2001. That's a long time.
The original Dick Van Dyke show ran from 61 to 66. I would have thought it did more than that.
158 episodes.
That's a lot of episodes because they did longer seasons back then.
What's the hottest Mary Tyler Moore's ever looked?
During the Mary Tyler Moore show.
No, Dick Van Dyke. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
She had a nice waist.
That was my first. I think that was
That was the creepiest
that was my
compliment
first
I've ever given, by the
big
way, I feel like.
crush was her. I think growing up. Get off your goddamn phone.
I'm reading about it. I'm listening, but I'm also reading about Dick Van Dyke, dude. Someone had to.
I'm reading about it right
You
now.
weren't
Why are
giving me
you
the
reading
goods.
about
You
it?
weren't giving me the goods.
Connect.
Music
Look at
Man,
me.
Personal Life,
Connect.
Dick Van
Look at me.
Dyke. What is it? What do you need?
Is this good? Do you think it's good podcasting? Do you think it's good when people are just reading what they're
I
looking
think us arguing right now is more interesting to the broader audience
I think
than
right
the
now
Dick
is.
Van Dyke shit.
Huh?
Than the Dick Van Dyke stuff.
Agreed. So maybe that's
Sorry.
why I was having you connect with me.
I like the Dick Van Dyke thing. Now we can make a clip out of it. That was a good clip. Last week we didn't get a clip out of it, so Jonah brought
I
it
knew
back.
you wanted it as a clip, which is why I reset it. Do you notice how I
know.
did the reset?
That was good, yeah. Well,
course.
did you remember we did talk about it last week?
Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah.
I
The
thought we
age thing?
talked about it on the podcast
Yeah,
last
you
week.
brought it up, and then I was like, no, go back to it. And then you guys didn't really go back to it. I was like, oh. And then
Oh.
you brought it back up,
Man.
and I thought you did it
See?
on purpose.
That's what you got. No, I didn't do that on purpose at
Oh,
all.
I thought you
I
did.
totally forgot. See? Let's bring it back.
That was good. I enjoy that because that is. I don't think anyone talks about that. That's a really huge
It's
gap.
wild.
It's an unbelievable gap.
It's wild.
very great.
Why is nobody talking
And
about
gosh,
this whole?
she's smoking hot.
She's
Is she?
really pretty. He's like for 100. He's looking good.
He's the most handsome 99-year-old I've ever seen.
Huh?
Really hot. What about, because, Betty White died, like a year or so ago, just before she turned 100, which
I
sucked.
think it was like 4 years ago.
How long ago did Betty White die? Another question. Anyways.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
looking
he
it up.
was on Matlock also.
See?
Like guest star roles, not
Yeah,
like
he
an
was
actual.
a judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't a series regular. So what if Betty White and Dick Van Dyke were dating?
If you didn't think I just thought that before you said that, that would be you know what? That would be America's couple.
Yes. I would want
It
to be
would have
that
been.
throuple. See, it
Like
comes back
I
to the
think
beginning
I
of the pod.
honestly think that more people would have. I think people would have been even more sad seeing Dick Van Dyke bury Betty White.
Oh, God. I just
That-
got sad thinking about it.
I bet you they've hooked up for sure
I hope so.
multiple times.
And he gave her multiple orgasms.
I bet you he did.
And
He gave her that old chitty chitty bang bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chim chimmery chim.
Yeah.
Right.
He cleaned her chin.
Yeah. He tripped
she
over
died
that couch.
4 years ago.
4 years ago. That's right.
That was right. Also gorgeous,
Oh, man.
even at her old age.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine her. No, I won't do that to Betty White. Never
Yeah,
mind. I
don't
take
do
it
that.
back.
She's
Take
a
it back.
goddamn cheers.
Take it back. It's an American icon right there. You want to do a fudge, marry, kill?
Sure.
All right. Betty White. B. Arthur. What's her name? The woman who plays Blanche. We're doing 3 Golden Girls.
Blanche is the kind of the more.
Rue
Is
McClellan.
that right?
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
Whoa.
All right. Fudge, marry, kill him.
It's gonna be a Fudge Mary, B. Arthur, both. And I'm kidding. I would. Oh, that's an easy one. You marry Betty White.
Yeah.
Have to. You fudge Blanche.
Yeah.
She's a little feisty girl.
Oh, man.
You know that. You want that, and you kill the top bitch.
Yeah, I guess that was
I
an
had to
easy
say
one.
the B word on that.
B. Arthur, the B word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was. I set you up pretty good there. All right, we'll throw some action my way. You got
That's an easy one.
What's on your fastball? All right, I
This
want
would
to
be
do Golden
This would
Girls
be a hard
now.
one. I think this is. I don't know why this popped in my head, but it did. Fudge Mary Kill, a pencil, a pen, or a marker.
All right, this is a good one. I like this one. I'm marrying a pencil
Okay. Why?
because it has an eraser, and I think fixing
That was my
mistakes
thought.
is important in a marriage.
Oh, yeah. Agreed.
Then I am going to kill the pen.
This is what I had too.
Because the pen came along after the pencil and thought, oh, look at me, I'm a pen. I'm
So
better
permanent.
than you guys. It's like your ink spills sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It pops in a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Awful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're overrated.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the same with a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
And then a marker. Man, imagine the mess you can make in a bed with a marker.
Right. It's all colorful too.
Yeah, which is why I'm fudging the marker.
Yeah.
So to recap, I am
Recap.
marrying the pencil. I am fudging the marker. I am killing the pen. That was a good one. Thank you for that.
Did not think that was going to be my exact same answer.
Wow.
100%. And also
We're in sync.
a pencil's very fragile and you don't want to break it. So you have to make sure you love it and cherish it and be safe with it.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, I got
And
one.
pens
for
are
you.
so black and white, you know? Not everything's so black and white.
Also,
I agree.
Also, pens were way before pencils. You know that, right? Because of like ink and quill and stuff.
No, yeah, you know what? I knew that, but really, what I'm thinking in my head is, as a child, you're getting introduced to the pencil.
Yeah,
first.
you did. Yeah, it's true.
So that's what I was
Very
thinking
true.
about in life.
Loyalty.
Yes, in life, the pencil comes first.
And it's always been with you.
Yeah, I think you even get markers before pens as a child.
Yeah. Yeah, pens are like for adults because you can't correct your mistake.
I
And
don't
you
wanna
can't
grow
color
up.
with them.
What's our thoughts
I
on
want a
people?
fudge marker.
What's our thoughts on people that do this? They
They
put
lick
their-
a pen?
They lick a pen or pencil before they use it. Not great.
They're sociopaths who kick
Sociopaths,
puppies.
right?
Yeah, don't trust them with anything.
And also, which is interesting, that when we grew up, we had smelly markers. There's no way there isn't permanent damage from that, right?
For sure. The scented markers where you're like, oh, this one smells like root beer. And then
Right.
you were high the rest of the day.
Yeah.
It's fun. It was fun, man. The 90s were great.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for all these children today missing out on that decade.
Missing out on the glue sniffing.
Glue
Yeah.
eating too.
Anything could be a drug. It's a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
You have one for us?
I do have one for you. That's right. We have a real good one here. I looked up and I kind of tweaked. We got Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey,
Okay.
and Mike Pence.
Oh, that's hard because I want to kill Mike Pence.
I want to kill them all. I want to kill them all. But yeah,
Because I believe in second chances, or maybe 48 chances. Are we talking about Spacey then or
We're
Spacey
talking
now?
right now. We're
Oh,
talking
no.
right now in this day and age.
And also, like, I'm not gonna lie, like Weinstein. You know, last time we saw him in a wheelchair, like, kind of looked like hell. This last time we saw him, still kind of in a wheelchair, but like scruff is kind of picked up a little bit. I mean, it's like he's trimmed it a little bit.
There's no
He
way.
He looked a little better. Not gonna lie, looked a little better.
That was not where I
Is it
thought
powerful?
you were going with that.
He'll get
I
it
did
done for
not-
you.
I did not know you were going that way with it. I'll answer first.
I didn't even. I'm just telling you what I saw.
know. That's why I want to answer first because I think you have even more details to get into.
I mean, Spacey's
got it
talented. He's funny. Started off as a stand-up.
And he's
You have that in common
he
with
is
him?
Really?
gay,
Mhm.
so he'll be a good lover.
He's what now?
He's gay.
So that'd be he'd be a good lover.
Yeah.
So.
He's done both. That's fun. He's done a lot for the community
All right, here we go.
while maybe doing other things that aren't great.
I'm going to kill Mike Pence.
Wow.
I am going to hear me out now.
He's kind of a silver fox, though.
Yeah, I just
You want to fuck him? Like, fuck the hate out of him?
I think any government official
Fudge
has done
the
way
hate out
more
of him?
damage to the world than any private citizen could possibly try to do, really. So Pence gets the axe. Then here's why. I'm going to, guys, don't jump down my bone hole. Let me explain. I am going to marry Harvey Weinstein. Here's why. I don't think looks good. You're wrong. He is knocking on heaven's door. He's getting murked soon.
Oh, you want to get that money?
I want to get that money.
Yeah.
Because he still has
You're
that,
Anna Nicole Smith him.
yes, he still has that Miramax money. And in a marriage, you don't have to do it.
I think he spent all his money like fighting these allegations. I'm kidding.
There's still some treasure chest out there.
I
There's
bet.
assets.
He's got
There's an
buried money
island,
somewhere
you
for
know what I
sure.
mean, that I could buy or sell. Yeah, and then I'm gonna fudge Spacey, which you don't want to do that, but it's the game, and you got to play by the rules. Of the
Well, he
game.
also is really
It's not
good.
real life. Everyone.
Well, you know what's good about Spacey is that he's a very good impressionist, so you can do a lot of different voices while you have sex with him. That's kind of fun.
yeah, that'd be entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you could also ask him like, what was it like on the set of Horrible Bosses? That looked like a fun movie, good cast,
Yeah.
right?
He's very funny in that.
Yeah, he's very funny in that. Ask him some other questions too. Did you worry you were going to mess up your ankle when shooting Usual Suspects because your character had that ankle thing going on, that weird walk? Your ankle still hurt from that.
Yeah.
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 And I say, good, you pet out, and then I punch him in the mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would fudge Weinstein because I really need this role. And then, sorry. And then I would fudge Spacey because I also really need this role.
No one's getting married or killed. You're just fudging
no.
across
No,
the board.
I would do yours.
Yeah.
Get that money. Fuck him.
Absolutely.
Mess with him. Whatever.
All right, I got
How
one.
about-
By the way, I got one for that one, Austin and Jonah, because you didn't play on the last one, Austin.
Yeah, Austin.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's okay. So here's the one I got for you guys. F or fudge, marry, kill. Taco Bell?
No.
What's going on, man?
Talking about
Say it again. Just go again.
Fudge,
Go ahead.
marry, kill. Taco Bell? McDonald's. And then the third one I'm going to go with. This is really tough. I'm going to go with Domino's Pizza.
Oh, kill Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, kill
100%.
Domino's.
I'm sorry, you Domino's lovers. I don't get it. I've tried. It's good. You look like your heart is shattered right now.
You know, I had Domino's like 2 days ago. You saw that
Last night.
last night. It was
Yes.
It was last night because I had the leftovers for lunch today.
So
Sometimes you need a good cheap pizza though. Sometimes, and they got good like other things.
so Papa John's has
Did
that.
you try one of those Parmesan things?
No, I didn't try one of those.
You should have. It was really
I'm not
good.
saying I haven't had Domino's, but
Papa
no.
John's not better than Domino's, by the way. You shut your pie hole.
First off, yes, it is.
Oh my God, it's not at all. Papa
Yes, it
John's.
is. And you know what?
I'm
You know
gonna break
what?
my
You know what I
sobriety
had?
right
You know what I
now.
had 2 weekends ago? Pizza Hut, and that was better than Domino's.
No.
I didn't think I'd ever say that. I didn't think I would ever say that.
Domino's got its act together, and it's
They
really
did,
good.
but now they're like, it's the Malort of pizza. They're
which
just,
you love.
I do love Malort, but they're the Malort of pizza where they're just like, hey, we taste like shit, right? And
No,
then they're
they
just like, yeah,
stopped.
buy us because we're bad. Like,
No,
look, they're a parody of themselves, which is making them money, but they make fun of themselves all the time about being bad.
Let's film something for the YouTube
It's
channel.
Taco Bell. You
This-
marry Taco Bell. Everybody knows that.
Of course, but I'm saying back it up a little bit. We could film something for the Patreon where we blind taste test Pizza Hut, Domino's, and we'll pick a third one like Papa John's.
Sure.
That'll cost us $19 for all three of those because they're such cheap pizza places, which is why you got to get them every now
The only
and then.
problem, yeah, we have to blindfold us because you can tell the way it looks.
Yeah, totally blindfold. Austin could blindfold us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that idea. It'll be fun.
Yeah, the intern can do that.
Yeah.
See? Now you want
But
another turn.
I'll
you
only
want
do it. I only do it if we have mushrooms on the pizza.
That's
Come on, man.
You're a child. Grow up.
They're disgusting, dude.
Mushrooms? Is it the texture? Is it because it's squishy?
everything.
Because they taste bad.
They don't taste like anything.
They're bad. Well, then why put them on the pizza? They
Because
don't enhance
they're
anything.
great. They're fun.
Fun. Well, shrooms are fun, but not mushrooms. I got a guy right here who's a mushroom guy.
I have-
Yeah. You all right? Anyways, the answer is you marry Taco Bell, you fudge McDonald's, Domino's, you gots to go.
Yep, that's the right answer.
You agree too?
Same?
Yep. Well, Taco Bell gives you enough variety that it's worth marrying.
And it's always good.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think it was only a drunk thing. I was
wrong.
wrong. It's a sober thing. It's an all-day thing.
Yeah.
It's always good. A little high in the calories, though.
McDonald's? Or no, I'm sorry.
Taco Bell, a little higher than I thought. Not going to lie.
Yeah, I'll kill you.
What?
I said that will kill you. Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
it's worth it, though.
All right, do you got one for us?
I have an exceptional one. I just came up with right now, and I don't think it's been done. I'm
Okay.
very excited about it. Okay, all right. Fudge, marry, kill. Black Michael Jackson, tan Michael Jackson, or white Michael Jackson?
So we're talking about
Basically
Thriller.
early 20s Michael Jackson, 30s Michael Jackson, 40s Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
It was more fun to say it the other way.
I did like him in Man in the Mirror. I would also argue that Smooth Criminal is the hottest he ever looked, and that's probably tan. But the most talented he's ever been is during Thriller. We all know that, right? But he was kind of making a comeback when he was, I'm not gonna say whitest, but
Scary
the
Michael
lightest.
Jackson, yeah.
Yeah.
Mannequin Michael Jackson.
But I'm gonna kill him. But can you kill a ghost?
I don't think you can.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
So maybe I have to marry a ghost, like a Beetlejuice. Do I have to do that? Do you have to Beetlejuice a ghost? Is that how you get rid of it? You Beetlejuice a
You
ghost.
say it 3 times
Right. I said it twice. That was my third time.
in succession, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's what I'm going to throw out there.
You gotta answer the question.
Can you kill a ghost? I don't think you can.
Oh no, answer the F Mary kill.
That's what I was going to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What'd you?
I thought you were changing the subject.
No, I said, here's what I'm going to do. And then you said, you have to answer the question.
I think here's what you got to do.
No, Joe's
no,
drawing
no.
up the board.
No, man. Here we go. I am going to marry Black Michael Jackson, the young Thriller one.
Mm.
'Cause I don't think he wasn't hanging out with kids yet.
Should we say darkest? What's the best way where we don't get canceled for this?
Darkest doesn't help.
I know that sounds even worse.
I'm going to.
Afro Michael Jackson.
No, I can't say that out loud.
Well, you did.
I didn't say that part.
I'm gonna. It's almost like an order. I'm gonna fudge the bad one, the one that's like tannish, bad from the Bad album. People, I'm talking about here, and then I'm gonna murder the white one because at that point he did some not good things, I believe, or some weird stuff at least.
Good
Yeah,
point.
that's when he had blanket.
Yeah, there's something going on there. But here's the thing, though. I could change history. by marrying 1982 thriller Michael Jackson and making sure he never goes down that path.
Because you're such a good lover. That makes sense.
I'm pretty good.
I'm on that one too. Okay.
What would you have
This
done,
is-
Austin?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Mm.
I don't know
Maybe you
Michael
should
Jackson
brain-
well enough. I
think
just
about
thought.
something.
I don't think
Break
you
it
have no
down.
idea. I think you're like, I would never answer that. I'm not an idiot.
No, I don't know.
It'd be worse if I was
I
on
mean,
camera right
all
now.
I know is
if I was
white-
on camera, you think I'd even closely? You think I'd even mention this right
Dude,
now?
I grew up thinking Michael Jackson was white.
Oh.
And then years later, I found out he wasn't. And I was, you'll never believe how.
What if we throw in
Florida-
Jackson 5 Michael Jackson?
That is black Michael Jackson. That is original.
I don't want
Oh.
to play this game anymore.
Okay. Kelly Kapowski,
Yeah.
Lisa Turtle, Jesse Spano.
All right. The three ladies of Saved by the Bell. And they were ladies to me because I was younger than them, still am. All right. You're marrying Kelly Kapowski.
You think so? She too hot.
Yeah, that's why, because you want her around forever.
But Lisa's got money. And Jessie used to be fun. She used to be kind of a party girl. She's addicted to caffeine pills.
That was a good episode.
She's tall. You have tall kids.
The legs. She could wrap around you twice.
She's athletic.
Good
dancer.
Kinda.
Smart too.
You know what? I forgot that Kelly Kapowski, what she did to Zach Morris.
Mm-hmm. For an older
But
guy
then she
too.
was victimized, though, because she was groomed by that dude.
A little bit, yeah.
It's a bummer. Her and Zach got back together, you know.
Mhm.
All right. I still think I want to marry Kelly Kapowski. I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
I'm going to make love to Lisa Turtle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think that sex will melt your face. Because let me explain why. She's a rich girl, and her parents
Don't
give
know
her
why.
attention. So she wants to bring home me, middle class boy with a little bit
Yeah.
of an edge.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's
yeah.
gonna go to town.
Other
on
side
me.
of the tracks.
I'm the other side of the tracks kid.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna go to town on me in their mansion because she wants her parents to know.
Everyone, yeah. She's like, "Fuck you, dad. F you, dad."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Okay.
We're working through it.
Okay.
Then I didn't finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm killing Jessie. The reason I didn't want to marry Jessie is because she's too smart.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I love a smart woman, but I feel like it'd be too not fun.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of just like
She kind of made her drug addiction about herself too.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get a drug addiction from having fun. She got a drug addiction because she wanted to be like just a point better on her GPA. It's like you
Yeah.
got to live a life, honey.
Right.
Okay, you're
You're too wound up.
too wound up. You don't,
Mhm.
not everything's a test.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how she makes love from Showgirls, the movie that the actress
A little
was in,
scary.
Elizabeth Berkley. Yeah, no rhythm to it. It
Mhm.
looked like it'd be awkward,
Mm-hmm.
be bony. It looked like
Mhm.
bony lovemaking.
Mm-hmm.
Not into it. So
Mhm.
that's my order.
Okay. Last one for you. Same
No, you have
cast.
to explain, my pal. You have to answer it too, don't you?
I hate that everything you're doing right now is kind of the same as me, and I don't like it.
I see. Okay.
This one's gonna
I thought
blow
you
your
would have
mind.
married Lisa Turtle.
I would think about it. She seemed fun. She's a little too snooty for me.
Bit snooty.
Yeah. I think it has to be Kelly. No, Kelly kind of sucks. Actually, you know what? Kelly kind of sucks. Well, she kind of was cool in the college years. Maybe it
You're a
would be
choker.
Lisa.
One of the choker.
I think I would F Kelly, marry Lisa,
Kill Jessie.
kill Jesse.
All right.
Yeah.
A little
Tall
different.
people scare me.
A little different.
They're too high up there. What's up there?
What do you
What
got
do you
up
see?
there?
What are you seeing that I'm not? What do you see that I don't? I don't get that. Okay. Zach Morris, AC Slater, Mr. Belding. That's what I did, Mr. Belding part. We don't have to answer one. That was that was
that's
a
not
dumb
one.
one.
Let's switch it up. Let's do shoot something more modern and then wrap up the episode.
Sure.
What are you giggling about?
We giggling
So
about.
I immediately went Elmo, Kermit. Then
Oh,
I couldn't
nice.
come up with another one. Sorry.
You know if he was a Cookie Monster, you couldn't think of a third.
Well, like Elmo and Kermit are like the head of their shows. I was like, what's another puppet lead? But
Great point.
Mhm.
Big Bird.
All right, we could have some fun with is your stomach growling, bro?
Yeah.
That was.
Wow.
This is
that
a
was
little. This is a little.
scary.
That was good.
You hungry?
I'm good.
I'm
How
gonna-
about this one for you? Ooh,
gonna go
this is
pop
more of a you
stars.
thing because
Okay,
you're
go
kind of a guy. Farting, burping, scratching your crotch.
Oh my god, I'm marrying scratching my crotch.
Okay.
I don't really scratch. I kind of fondle.
Little
It's
fondle.
never itchy.
Like a little tug.
I hear people say like, "Oh, that guy's always scratching his balls." My balls start if they're scratchy, he's doing something.
Oh, you
bad
just
down
kind of
there.
like you put your hand down there, like, oh, these are balls.
Yeah, they're fun to just say hello to.
These are balls.
By the way, women do the same thing. Ask every female you know. Say, hey, do you ever play with your boobs? The answer is 100% yes. They'll just be like, I got some boobies. Look at my breastises. Like they're having a good time with it. You know what I mean? Like, check out these thunder tits. You know, that's strike. YouTube won't like that one. So, yeah, you go down there and just be like, hello, right ball, hello, left ball. And then you feel around. And then you're like, what was that? You're like, oh, it's good, it's good.
You're like, that's a finger in my butt. I like it.
No. No.
You seem like a guy that
No.
where you'd get a finger and you'd be like, oh. Like, you're kind of like, oh.
We talked about
like,
it.
you're kind of like, no, I know, but like, you know, I wouldn't, no, thank you on that. But like,
I've had one person ever put a finger in my butt and it was a doctor.
yeah.
She.
How many dates did it take for that one?
A copay.
Yeah.
She went into the knuckle
Uh-huh.
and then whole elbow.
She did not.
No, it'd be crazy.
Like a cow.
It'd be crazy, man. Yeah, whatever. Do I have
So
others?
you're marrying, scratching your crotch, or fondling, or like kind of like cupping, like just kind of little
Cupping's
tug.
fun to say. And then I'm going to murder burps.
Not a fan of it.
And I'm banging farts.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. I could fart. I'm a good farter.
Mm-hmm.
I got range.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you those silent but deadly ones. I'll make some noise. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, I'll echo.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not a good burper, man.
I don't like the feeling right before you burp. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, because you're worried I'm going to puke.
Yeah.
Is the vomit coming? What's
Yeah.
next?
You're also like, I can't breathe for a second. What's going on here?
Also, if you fart a bunch, you could still make out with someone.
Yeah.
But if you burp a bunch, nah, man.
Yeah.
You might make out with them, but you'll never do it again.
Right.
And then your breath, your bad breath, you're talking. And plus, if you're in public and you burping and your breath's terrible, no one wants to talk to you. But if you're farting it up, you're blaming other people. Like, what is
Yeah,
this
it's funny.
guy?
People notice my burps more than my farts. It's very interesting. It's but it's always like if I eat a lot of meat that day, you know what I mean? I'm like, and I go like that, and then someone's like, just burp. I'm like, God, you can eat what? Because it comes by in a second, and I hate that.
It's true.
It doesn't
sneaks
make
up
your
on you.
mouth smell the whole time.
I know that you could brush your teeth, you could throw in a mint. I got you.
No. You don't need to do that. It dissipates. They're smelling the air that you just created. They're not smelling your mouth.
Is he right on this, Austin?
Yeah.
Would you want to make out with your girlfriend after she burps?
Yeah, I don't give. I'd make out my girlfriend. She farts in my face. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Maybe next time she has to take a dump, why don't you sit on her lap and read to her?
Like where she sits on top of me while she doop doops.
No, she's sitting pooping. You sit on her lap and read her a story out of a nice book.
Well, wouldn't it be more fun if she sat on top of me and then it's like it goes through us?
Like she poops between your legs,
between my legs.
and then she reads to you. That's too much work for him.
Who's
man.
reading?
No, but
Why can't
we gotta-
people be reading?
Or we
Who's
just
reading?
or we just embrace and we just stare at each other while she does it, and then
Or you get an intern to read the book to you.
Yes. See, now you get it.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys get tandem toilets and hold hands while you poop?
I think what would be better is if we both are pooping, but we're both doing the thing where we're sitting each other, facing each other, and we have to stare into each other's eyes, and we have to guess who's actually finally pooping by their facial expressions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
When you hear it though too,
Yeah, but I'd have
Would
soundproof
you
water.
feel it?
you have soundproof water.
Yeah, but you'd know you'd be pooping, but like,
Man,
but the thing is, they
1%
have
lives a different lifestyle.
you never,
Soundproof water.
have you never played the game Is That Water or That's Water? Where you have a bunch of shot glasses out, and then a few of them are vodka, and the rest are water, and you have to take a shot and look at somebody and go, "That's water." And then that's the thing is you have to take the shot of vodka, and you have to be like, "That's water," and then they have to guess if it's actually vodka or water.
We did something like that. I remember we
did the pranks. We were playing this in the pandemic a lot.
Downing the bottle of vodka past the next person downing, and then like the new person you brought in is the last person, and they don't know you're downing water that you put in a vodka bottle. So when it comes to them, they're like, "Oh crap, and then they're getting like
Yeah.
and then they go, "You motherfucker," and then they
Yeah.
realize it's water. That's a fun game to play too.
That's not a game. That's just you're torturing somebody.
Yeah, it's true.
You know that's not a game,
It's a
right?
prank. It's
Okay,
a prank.
It's
You're
a
right.
prank.
There's no, yeah. Also, the last thing I'll say, by the way, I love the poop ideas. These are so romantic. By next Valentine's Day, have it down. That's how you should. If you ever wanted to propose, that's right there.
Yeah.
She doesn't listen to this podcast, so I could say this, but that'd be a good way to do it. Farting, you can always blame on someone else. You can never blame a burp on someone else,
That's a good point.
right? Think about that, man. Although I think I would like a society where we all just own up to our farts.
Mm-hmm.
It's just human nature.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Tell me that's human nature.
What's the place you hate most where people fart, other than maybe your dad's funeral?
Look, man, I had a nervous stomach and it was a sad day. All right. Elevator farts aren't great. But
No,
they're funny.
Yeah,
I farted in a bookstore once, and I think books were falling off the value of some of these old first editions.
Like someone's like this. Yeah, this.
down.
Oh, yeah. Everybody thought it was a first edition because the pages all turned yellow.
Yep.
So, but really, it was just a fresh print.
It's just.
It was just Stassi Schroeder's. You don't know what that is. Okay, never mind.
You ever got a fart during a massage? You get a pro massage?
I did once by accident. And
I hope it was by accident. I hope you weren't trying to rip ass when you were getting a massage.
Well, I was like holding it, and then I just kind of relaxed a little too much, and then I could smell it. And I was a couples massage with my girlfriend at the time, and then I was like later on the day, I was like, I don't know about you, but my massage therapist kind of smells a little bad. Like I had she was like, I smelled that too, and I was like, I don't know what the deal with that was.
See, another reason farts are better than burps. You could blame a fart on someone else.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've never farted during a professional massage.
never.
No.
There's only one time. I'll never forget it.
No, that's fine. Only one time. I've had to hold them in.
Yeah.
One time I almost kicked the woman massaging me because she
Really?
went for my foot before I was ready. I was like, whoa, I have very ticklish feet.
Do you? Good
Yeah.
to know. Good to know.
And then I was kind of like, I don't think you should massage my feet. And she's like, I really feel something here. Just let me try to get it out. And I was just
Yeah.
like,
I know it's normal, but I hate when people fart at the gym. So gross. It's already gross enough. You know what I mean?
yeah, totally.
You
Where do
always,
you think,
you always know who it is too. You can just know.
do you think people fart more doing squats or doing leg press?
Leg press. I bet you squats. I bet you a lot squats for sure, 100%.
Leg press, you're kind of positioned like to almost give birth. And
Yeah.
women poop and fart during birth, I believe. I heard that.
You've had 3 kids.
But I wasn't paying attention to that.
What were you paying attention to? The game?
Yeah, it's Sports Center on in the background. Come on, man.
You literally just said I wasn't paying attention.
You're not looking down there. No man in the delivery room is looking down
Have you?
there.
Were you never?
I was in the
we don't
room
have to
every
talk if you
time,
want to.
but you
But you were by your head. You didn't
Yeah,
look.
you're coaching her. You're being like, you got this shit.
Isn't there a
Stuff.
mirror?
They could request one, but most sane people don't.
Okay.
You're getting
I
that
didn't
from
know
TV
that.
and movies.
I am getting that
nobody
from
wants
TV and
a
movies.
mirror.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see it. Only the doctor and the nurses who are down there. They take the baby, they wash it, and then they go, here you go. And then you're like, yay. Skin to skin.
I like the
bond
doctor
mix.
being like, "Here you go," like the way he said that.
That's
Like,
for you.
"Ugh, here you go.
Look what I found.
You're like, ugh, take it. I've already seen 10 of these a day.
Yeah, they don't do that many a day, dude.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I bet you some drive-through places.
Yeah, just come by, hike up the legs, pop one out.
Squeeze it out.
Fun for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Jonah, what do we got cooking? What do you got cooking this upcoming week?
That's how we end.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, sweet. What I got nothing, Joe. I
We
got.
want to talk about farts for a little bit longer?
No, I thought we tried to.
I thought we did a great job.
Yeah, I thought we built to like maybe a little like. Anyways, that's been the podcast, you guys. Joe, what do you got next?
Should I have done it that way, Austin?
No, yeah. What do you got next?
It's okay to just end too. I thought we had a good chunk of the fart stuff.
Yeah,
I felt the fart dissipating into the air.
there it is.
That's why I
And guess
said
what
it to
else
the
is
promo.
dissipated? The podcast. We're done.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that one. That was good. All right. Sorry. Coming up, let's see. I will be. We're like a week behind. We switched the day. The podcast come out on Mondays now.
We did. We
We
switched the
talked
day.
about it. Remember? Did I not talk about switching days?
You told me, Joe.
Oh, I did. I told Austin, but you weren't. Austin and I were texting about something different. That's why.
Okay.
Anyway, it's better this way because the YouTube comes out Sunday nights at 9:00.
No, 12 o'clock in the afternoon now.
But it used to be at night.
It used to be at night, then I switched it. When I switched it, it did better.
All right, cool. So the podcast comes out video
Dude.
form on Sundays, audio form Monday. It's perfect setup, and it gives more time to get clips for that episode and some stuff like that. It's a better system. Because before, listeners, we would record Monday night, often late like it is right now, and then it's a shorter turnaround time. So this is good. So in the month of May, I will be May 10th, Saturday night, I will be at the Hobart Art Theater in Hobart, Indiana. I've done this gig before. The theater always sells out. So if you're in the region, as they call it, Northwest Indiana, South Chicago suburbs area, come out to that. Then Memorial Day weekend, I will be headlining Dr. Grin's Comedy Club in Grand Rapids, Michigan, a club that I've headlined before, and it's an amazing club. It's one of the best clubs in the entire Midwest. So if you're in the Grand Rapids or Michigan area in general, take the drive. Come on out.
Take a
It's gonna-
drive.
It's going to
Do
be a
it.
party.
Yeah.
What you got?
You can listen to this podcast and tell your friends. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. Give us a review, please. For the love of God, tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends.
We want to do a live event shortly. So
We want to get sponsored by Heinz.
yeah, tell fucking
THC
Heinz.
drinks,
Tell Heinz.
Celsius.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
thank you to
God,
Heinz
if we could get
Ketchup.
Celsius, if anybody knows anything about the Celsius system, Celsius, let us know.
Please, I love it so much. I don't drink alcohol anymore, but I drink Celsius.
What's your favorite flavor?
Cheese. I'm a basic bitch. I like orange.
Sparkling orange. Nice.
I also like Arctic Blast, or what it's called.
Yeah.
I like strawberry lemonade, but I haven't seen those out in a long time.
Wow, look at you. You're
Been a
going all over
minute.
the board here.
Grape Brush is pretty solid.
Cola is my favorite. One of my faves.
I want to like the blue raspberry lemonade, but it's fizz free. I don't
Oh,
like
that's
fizz
my
free.
favorite.
That would be my favorite if it wasn't fizz free.
So
you don't like the peach mango?
Peach mango with green tea?
Yeah.
That's growing on me.
That's fizz free.
Yeah, I know. I wish it wasn't.
You know, also is raspberry acai. That's my favorite. That's OG.
Whoa.
That's OG.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I like the Oasis one too.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. Yeah, so Celsius, Heinz, we want to get some sponsors. As Jonah said, spread the word about Let's Get Dumb, and we'll continue getting dumb.
Yeah.
On behalf of Jonah Jurkens, I'm Joe Kilgallon. Thanks to producer Austin. Thanks to you, the listener. Cheers.